Welcome to Racing Action from Flamboro Downs for this Thursday evening. Our first dash will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's master the changes on this evening's card of racing. No changes, races 1 or 2. In race number 3, number 4, St. Lad's Flirt, missing line, not missing, did not race. Races 4 through 8 have no changes. No changes, races 4 through 8. The ninth race, number 3, last to first, open brattle to blinkers. Open to blinkers. for race number 1 on parade. One is Luna's Legacy, Austin Sorry for Joe Pereira and Sean Arnott. Number 2 is All About Art, Jason Ryan for Terry Heffernan. And number 3 is Wicked Ending, Brett Medina for Jim Wellwood and Jeffrey Wellwood. Number 4 is Dr. Grenfell, Steve Houdon for Lower Ireland and Milton Young. Number 5 is Bozak, Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley and Brendan Mark Lane and Anthony Lane. Number 6, Julius Hanover, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. And number 7, They Make Us Better, Travis Cullen for Jason Woodward and Joshua Woodward. 8 is You Wait, I'll Go First, Scott Kohler for Alain Filion and Pierre Petalou. And 9 is Wickedly Split, Anthony Hunt for Sean Stacy and Nick Way Farms. Well, it's a field of 9, race number 1. Look at some of the main players in this dash, and I think we have to start with 5. Bozang did win last time out here. That was in this same non-winners of 2 classification, and did have a good third the start before it from post 8 blasting to the front. So an impressive outing. Bozak off those 2 set up by Amanda Riley, who has a 300-plus training average and a nice win percentage on the year so far. Sammy Filia driving and strong connections. Bozak likely the favorite and is right now at 2-1. Number 6, Julius Hanover, has been close in each of the last 3 and also has a second in a dead heat March the 23rd, going back 5 races. So some pretty decent form, and was able to make the top 3 from post 8 last race. Was in a couple of spots on the gate. Julius Hanover can be a main threat. Belongs on the ticket somewhere. 5-1. Number 1, Luna's Legacy, well, has another inside post and scored a second last time out, and has looked good of late. And Luna's Legacy, Austin Sorry for Joe Pereira, hasn't won yet in 8 starts, but knocking on the door, maybe kicks it in here. 5-2. And number 4, Dr. Grenfell, off a third in this class last race, also has a second beaten a neck in this class March the 20th. And Dr. Grenfell and Steve Houdon is one that offers a bit of value at 8-1. My top pick, and right now a slight favorite, is number 5, Bozak, and now not the favorite. 5-2 on the board. That status has gone to 1, Luna's Legacy, and Austin Sorry at 2-1. Gate is rolling for race number 1. Luna's Legacy, All About Art, and Wicked Ending on the inside. In the center, Dr. Grenfell and Bozak. To the outside, Julius Hanover. The make is better, and You Wait, I'll Go First, and Wickedy Split from the second tier. It's a field of 9 for race number 1, first dash on a Thursday at Flamboro Downs. And there at the start of the rough, and You Wait, I'll Go First is going quickly on the outside. And then it is Wicked Ending, Dr. Grenfell and Bozak, and Luna's Legacy, Julius Hanover. Then Wickedy Split, and on the outside, as the field works on around the turn, Julius Hanover. Then it is back for the They Make Us Better, and All About Art is back trailing the field. Wicked Ending has the lead as they race on to the opening quarter. Then Dr. Grenfell to the inside, and Bozak driving on the outside. Luna's Legacy fourth, and You Wait, I'll Go First is going fifth right now. They Make Us Better now moves up and is better by one spot, as You Wait, I'll Go First is now sixth. Seventh is Julius Hanover. Then it is All About Art, and trailing is Wickedy Split. And Bozak, the 4-5 favorite, is trying to clear to the fry. Has taken over now, leads at a length and a quarter. Unable to clear, though, Wicked Ending and Brett McDonald on the inside. And it is Wicked Ending who has issued the parking ticket right now to Sammy Filion Bozak as they come to the half off a 30-second opening quarter. And Bozak is going to tuck into the pocket in behind Wicked Ending. Dr. Grenfell third. They Make Us Better. Luna's Legacy fifth. And sixth is You Wait, I'll Go First. Julius Hanover is back racing position. Seventh, halftime, 59-1. And Wicked Ending at 10-1 has a lead right now of about 3.5 lengths over the favorite Bozak at 4-5. And third is Dr. Grenfell. They Make Us Better. You Wait, I'll Go First is now going on the outside and is moved up 3 wide, and scooting through to the inside is Luna's Legacy. Then it is Julius Hanover and All About Art. 3/4, 128-4. Wicked Ending. Bozak trying to close the gap. It's down to about 2 right now. Wicked Ending and Bozak and Luna's Legacy on the inside. And up wide is You Wait, I'll Go First as they turn from center of the track. Dr. Grenfell about 4.5 off the lead. It is Wicked Ending trying to close his Bozak, but Wicked Ending is still moving well, and Wicked Ending as they come to the finish. Wicked Ending is going to have a nice ending. Bozak second. Luna's Legacy and Dr. Grenfell 159-4. Wicked Ending. Back in front of us, number 3, Wicked Ending. Winning drive to Brett McDonald. Also, congratulations to Brett with his 2000th driving win in Kentucky on Salzburg Victor on Monday. Wicked Ending, Brett McDonald driving for James Wellwood. The owner is Jeffrey Wellwood. Wicked Ending, a 3-year-old McWicked Bay Colt, takes his season's debut. Mile of 159-4. Wicked Ending at 10-1 to kick off the card. First race payouts 3 wicket ending. 2260, 550, 260, 5 Bozak 240, 210, 1 Lunas Legacy 240, $2 exactor 84.90, dollar try 167.50, dollar super 559.25, 20-cent super 111.85. First race order finish from the top 351 427 869. That's 351 427 869 on the bottom. Fans note in race number 3, we have a claim on number 6 Hapuna Beach. Race 3, single claim on 6 Hapuna Beach. For the second on parade, well, 2 is Clint's Vet, Anthony Hunt for Tim Myers and David O'Macaulay. And number 3 is Income Approach, Sammy Filia for Mary Ratchford and Rachel McDonald. Number 4 is Harborlight Ambrose, Austin Soria for Rachel Andrew and Ralph Jardine. 5 is Above My Pay Grade, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. And 6 is Solid 9, Head Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence and Shango. And 1 is Wicked Prince, Scott Quiller for Sean, Stacy, and Hut Racing. Field of 6, race 2. Well, let's get a look at this field for race number 2, and we'll start with number 5, Above My Pay Grade, one that has won 3 of the last 4 starts. The other one was third, Beaten a Neck, and then before that had a race where, well, he temporarily won but got placed back to second. So you see this one racing really well here, and overall can handle racing from on or off the pace. And it's just a field of 6, so Travis should be able to work out whatever trip he wants. And the barn of Jody Collins, a 400-plus training average, been on fire this year. On fire every year. Above My Pay Grade, the one to beat 3 to 5. Number 2, Clint's Vet, did all the heavy lifting last race before Above My Pay Grade. Pretty easily got by and won by 2 lengths, but still Clint's Vet gets full marks for some pretty good form and is capable. If Clint's Vet could somehow steal softer fractions, because the half 56-1 last time made him vulnerable at the finish, maybe Clint's Vet could pull an upset. 4 to 1 wouldn't be a huge upset. Anthony Hahn for Tim Myers. 4 to 1 the price. Number 4, Harborlight Ambrose. Second start off the last. Broken equipment last race ruined things. This is one that had a good year last year overall. And a Saab win at Grand River in 53-1. Now that's a fast track now. Puts up some quick times. And Harborlight Ambrose is one that's not without a chance in here. Second start back. Harborlight Ambrose, Austin Soria for Rachel Andrew. And he is 13 to 1 on the board. And number 3, Income Approach. Well, first start since last October. But you do see last year 9 starts, 7 top, 2 finishes as a 2-year-old last year. Income Approach, first start for the 3-year-old campaign, and did qualify at Rito. Now look, should note that the track was off a second, qualified 2 minutes and 4. Probably can go much more than that. You see some of those starts in the Maritimes, and certainly there's more speed there. 58-1 at Charlottetown, the mark last year. Income Approach, Sammy Filia for Mary Ratchford is offering 14 to 1 right now. But 5 Above My Pay Grade, 1 to 2 on the board. Field 4, race number 2 is approaching the top of the stretch. Here they come, field of 6. And the field for the second race is at the start of the rough, and it is Solid 9 ahead of her, and Harborlight Ambrose and Wicked Prince on the inside. Above My Pay Grade, Clint's Vet and Income Approach, and the field works on around the turn. Solid 9 ahead of her is coming on now. Solid 9 ahead of her is trying to clear to the front. Wicked Prince on the inside right now is still parking out. Solid 9 ahead of her. Above My Pay Grade is 3 wide and driving as they race on to the opening quarter. Solid 9 ahead of her now gives way as Above My Pay Grade's going to take over. Solid 9 ahead of her is racing second. Wicked Prince is third. 29 opening quarter. Then Harborlight Ambrose and Clint's Van, and Income approaches back trailing the field. 29 seconds, the opening quarter, and the field works on around the turn, and it is above my pay grade, the 2-5 favorite with the lead. Solid 9 Hanover is racing along in the pocket, and Wicked Prince now on the outside is moving up. Wicked Prince coming first over, now is taking over second. Solid 9 Hanover third. Clint's Veb second over racing fourth, half of 58 and 2. Then Harborlight Ambrose, an Income approach, and off that 58 and 2 halftime, it is above my pay grade who's got the lead. Wicked Prince and Scotty Coulter on the outside has moved up to take over second. Lengthen a quarter back. Solid 9 Hanover third. Then Clint's Vet, Harborlight Ambrose, and Income approach is trailing, and they head on to 3/4 above my pay grade. Now there goes Clint's Vet flying on the outside. 3/4 127 and 1 above my pay grade. Clint's Vet is chasing above my pay grade in Clint's Vet. Now they're separated by just a nose. Above my pay grade on the inside, trying to turn back Clint's Vet as the field turns for home. Clint's Vet trying to get the better of above my pay grade, who's digging in gamely. Above my pay grade, and Clint's Vet above my pay grade continues to drive and turns back Clint's Vet to win it by about a length. And then Harborlight Ambrose and Income approach 157 flat. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race number 2, number 5, above my pay grade, Travis Cullen, with the winning drive. Above my pay grade's a 3-year-old Sunshine Beach Bay Gelding. All about Ron and Travis Cullen. Jody Cullen is the trainer. Is the 4th win this year for above my pay grade, and the 6th win lifetime. The second race payouts 5 above my pay grade, 290, 210, 210. To Clint's Vet, 250, 210. For Harborlight Ambrose, $2.90. $2 exactor, $6.40. Dollar try, $12.15. Dollar super, $48.85. The $2 double, $77.10. Second race over finish from the tops of 5-2-4-3-1-6. That's 5-2-4-3-1-6 in the bottom. for race number 3 on parade. 1 Lions King, Semi-Filia for Amanda Riley and Barry McLennan and Shelley Racing. Number 2 is Big Bully, Anthony Humphrey, Gary Murner, Antonio Sullivan, and Larry DeLellis. And number 3, Vicious Aloysius, Travis Cullen for Michelle Olson. 4 is St. Lad's Flirt, Brett McDonough for Ron McDonald. And 5 is Our Max Factor, Scotty Quilla for Francis Guillemette and Jean Allaire. 6 Apuna Beach, Clay Mettert, Austin Sorry for Joe Pereira. Number 7, Panda Beer, Jason Ryan for Jacob Roberts. 8 is Dusty Lane Morgan, Dale Spence for Tom Jeannot. It's a field of 8 for race number 3. Let's get a look at this field for race 3. We'll start with number 1, Lions King. Gets to leave out of post position 1 and did wire the field here last time out. And that was in this same class. Lions King now from the inside, looking to make it 3 wins in a row. Has been racing well, and also tons of back class. 567,000 lifetime for this 11-year-old Lions King Semi-Filia for Amanda Riley. Strong connections. Has 14 wins since January 1st of last year. Lions King, even though getting older, just isn't slowing down at all. Looks to make it 3 wins in a row. Number 5, Our Max Factor. 6 wins in 12 starts this year. Last year only had 1 in 18, but this year is rolling, and well, the barn of Francis Guillemette is on fire. Our Max Factor did race on the lead a good chunk of last race at London, but then a couple got by to finish 3rd. But still, overall, the recent form is solid. Our Max Factor, Scotty Coulter, and Our Max Factor is currently 9-2, offers a little more value. Number 6, Apuna Beach at 7-1. The claim is in and was beaten only half a length last time out to Lions King. Now has to leave from a tougher post. Got a better trip from post 2 last race. Still, when you look at the recent form, you got to think that Apuna Beach at 6-1 and the claim in, all systems go, is a very solid possibility in here. Some value there. And number 2, Big Bully, 9-5 on the board, is one that was second at London 2 races ago. Then went to Mohawk last race and was a pretty good 4th and 54-4. Big Bully, Anthony Hahn for Gary Murner, doesn't have a win yet this year, but 3 runner-up finishes and has had a bunch of starts at Mohawk. The last 2 at London were both second-place finishes against similar company to here. Anthony Hahn driving Big Bully as the slight favorite at 2-1. My top one is 1 Lions King, 5-2. Gate is rolling for race number 3, Lions King, Big Bully, Vicious Aloysius on the inside. In the center, St. Lad's Flirt, Our Max Factor, the outside of Puna Beach, Panda Beer, and Dusty Lane Morgan. It's a field of 8 for race number 3. There for the start of the rough end, St. Lad's Flirt gets out very alertly along with Lions King and Vicious Aloysius. St. Lad's Flirt. Lions King now pressing through from the inside is going to try to hold off St. Lad's Flirt. And then racing third, Vicious Aloysius, Apuna Beach, and Our Max Factor. And then it is back to Pandebeer and Big Bully. Dusty Lane Morgan. St. Lad's Flirt cleared to the front, but now Lions King, the 8-5 favorite, is going to come back around, and Lions King will reclaim the lead. St. Lad's Flirt at 10-1 is racing in the pocket. Vicious Aloysius third, then Apuna Beach and Our Max Factor and Pandebeer. Big Bully is second last, and Dusty Lane Morgan trails the field. Lions King with a lead of a length and a half. St. Lad's Flirt's racing second. Vicious Aloysius is third and is three from the front and is going to come out right now. Apuna Beach is now moving out on the back of Vicious Aloysius, and Our Max Factor is part of the outer flow as well. Pandebeer on the pylons, and then it is back to Big Bully and Dusty Lane Morgan, 58-4 halftime. Lions King leads the way. Vicious Aloysius is forcing the issue first up. St. Lad's Flirt inside racing third. Apuna Beach is well situated second over. Is only 2.5 off the lead and is taking a look out there 3 wide. And now has popped out 3 deep. Pandebeer on the inside. Then it is back to Our Max Factor and Big Bully. And Dusty Lane Morgan. 3 wide. Apuna Beach is chasing hard against Lions King. Lions King leads it by about 3/4 of a length. Now half a length as Apuna Beach is chipping away 3/4, 128-1. Lions King, Apuna Beach now on even terms. Apuna Beach sticks a nose in front. Lions King rallies on the inside. Racing third is St. Lad's Flirt. And then it's Vicious Aloysius and Pandebeer and Dusty Lane Morgan on down the stretch drive. Lions King trying to hold off Apuna Beach. Lions King leads it by half a length. Lions King and Apuna Beach. Lions King and Apuna Beach. Lions King and Apuna Beach in a photo. Then St. Lad's Flirt and Pandebeer 158-2. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 3, 1, Lions King, 11-year-old Some Beach Somewhere, Bay Gelding, owned by Amanda Riley and Barry McLennan and Shelley Racing. Amanda Riley, the trainer. Sammy Filiaz, the winning driver. It's the 5th win of the year, 3rd in a row for Lions King, 44th lifetime. Third race. Payouts 1 Lions King 543.20 and 240. 6 Apuna Beach $533. 4 St. Lad's Flirt 430. $2 Exactor 52.90. Dollar Try 118.80. Dollar Super 957.70. No, the claim number 6 Apuna Beach, the new trainer Amanda Riley. Third race order finish from the top 157-38246. That's 157-38246. for race number 4 on parade. One is Bottle Rocket. Mike Whalen the third for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. Number 2 is Don't Poke the Bear, Scott Culver, Ken Middleton Jr., and David Walls and Kendall Middleton and James Grant. And number 3 is Lose World, Anthony Hunt for Gary Murner and Gino Toscani. And 4 is Smooth Lou, Jay Harris for Joe Squires and Triple S Equine. 5, Palladium Hanover, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders in A1 Stable. And number 6, Tactical Sealster, Austin Sorry for Sheldon Rose. Field of 6, race number 4. Let's get a look at this field for race number 4. Compact field, but a talented field. And we'll start with number 3, Lou's World. Well, what did Lou do last year? Made 130,000 in 23 starts. Now, has had just 3 starts in his 4-year-old campaign, but the last one here was a very good one. Blasted to the front from post 7 and won under wraps as the favorite. Lou's World off that impressive win. Now start number 4 in the 4-year-old campaign and looking to start racking up some dollars. Anthony Hunt for Gary Murner. Lou's World 1 to 5 on the board. 1 Bottle Rocket did not fare well at Mohawk last race, but did race in the preferred class at London 2 races ago and was beaten just 2 1/4, finishing 6th. Should note was 5 to 1 on the board in a preferred class at London, so that tells you that Bottle Rocket certainly is one that can fit well in this group and is on the board at 5 to 1. Number 5, Palladium Hanover, sent up by Jody Cullen. Only 1 win on the year, but was second last time out to Lou's World. That was post 5. Got a pocket trip at a post 5. We'll see if Travis can work out a trip for Palladium Hanover again. Palladium Hanover is 6 to 1. And number 4, Smooth Lou, is a classy veteran. That was a winner in a bottom class here last time out, so now moves up a level. Smooth Lou off that win, and now is one that did win 11 times last year. So Smooth Lou, 32 wins lifetime. Smooth Lou is one that now 17 to 1 seems like good value. Jay Havers for Joe Squires. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Bottle Rocket, Don't Poke the Bear on the inside. Lou's World, Smooth Lou in the center. The outside Palladium Hanover, Tactical Sealster. It's a field of 6 for race number 4. They're gathering speed. And the field is at the start of the round. And Lou's World with Don't Poke the Bear. Palladium Hanover, Bottle Rocket. Then Smooth Lou and Tactical Sealster. Lou's World and Anthony Hahn has the lead. Don't Poke the Bear is filling the pocket. Palladium Hanover is third away. Bottle Rocket, then Smooth Lou, Tactical Sealster. But Lou's World 1 to 9 on the board and leads by about 4.5 lengths right now. Don't Poke the Bear is racing second. Palladium Hanover third. Then Bottle Rocket and Smooth Lou. Tactical Shields are trailing. 28 and 3 opening quarter. Lou's World heavy favorite. Leading Don't Poke the Bear, who's 15 to 1, filling the pocket. Palladium Hanover is third. And Bottle Rocket inside fourth. Then Smooth Lou and Tactical Shielster. And off the turn they come. And the field works their way up towards the half end. It is Lou's World and Anthony Hahn with a lead of a couple of lengths right now over Don't Poke the Bear. Palladium Hanover is racing third. Then Bottle Rocket and Smooth Lou. And Tactical Sealster half of 58. And Lou's World still leads as they race into the backstretch and now widens out that margin. The advantage is quickly out to about 4 lengths over Don't Poke the Bear. Palladium Hanover third. Then it is Bottle Rocket. Palladium Hanover is stepped to the outside now, looking to get past Don't Poke the Bear. Bottle Rocket on the outside third, but Lou's World is in his own world right now. Leads by about 10. Palladium Hanover is taken second. Bottle Rocket third. And then fourth is Don't Poke the Bear, weakening. And on the outside, it is Smooth Lou. 3/4, 125 and 3. And Lou's World as they turn for home. And Lou's World is dominating. Palladium Hanover is second. Lou's World, Palladium Hanover about 8 lengths back second. Then Bottle Rocket is racing third and trying to close. And then it is Smooth Lou. But Lou's World wins. Palladium Hanover second. Then Bottle Rocket and Smooth Lou. 154 flat. Back in front of us, the winner of race 4. It's number 3, Lou's World, 4-year-old Sweet Lou Bay horse. Anthony Hahn, the winning driver, trained by Gary Murner on Gino Toscani. Second win for Lou's World on the season, 8th lifetime. Fourth race payouts, 3 Lou's World, 210, 210, 210, 5 Palladium Hanover, 290, 210, 1 Bottle Rocket, 230, $2 exactor, 390. Dollar try, 550. Dollar super, 1305. Dollar pick 3, 945. Fourth race, order of finish from the tops at 361.425. That's 361.425 on the bottom. Field on parade 1 high net, Travis Cullen for Jim Skelhorn Jr. and Colonel Schneider Jr. Number 2 is Mock Accelerator, Dale Spence for Randy Dold and Metzen and Marnie Dold. 3 is Treasures Pirate, Andre Goy, drives and trains for Don Lesheed. 4 is B Sunny, Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley and Barry McLennan. 5 is Edge of the World, Mark McDonnell for Brett LeBlanc. Number 6, Papiamento, Jason Ryan for Shane Barrington and Kayla Hendry. And 7 is Ace 44, Zeus Austin Soray for Mark Whitticott and Chompin' at the Bit Barn Grill. 8 is Too Much Duncan, Wayne McLean for Beverly Rice. And 9 is Mortgage My Villa, Paul McKenzie for Guy Carretien. Field of 9, race number 5. Let's get a look at this field, and I want to start with number 6, Papiamento. Well, it was in a good spot last race at London before making a break, finishing third with broken equipment. Look, 11 wins last year for Papiamento. This is a veteran that has plenty of pop, lots of back class, 48 lifetime wins. Papiamento, well, if the equipment can stay together, and this is one that suffered early interference last race also, and then made that break, finished with broken equipment. Papiamento is currently on the board at 8-1, offering value, and one sent up by Shane Barrington. Now, last year, 11 wins. So far this year, things haven't gone well. Even though that last race finished with broken equipment, that was the first top three finish in 7 tries this year. But maybe Papiamento now is ready to come on. 8-1. I'm taking a shot here, trying to get a bit of value because there's no value in 4B Sunny. And look, B Sunny is one that hasn't raced since the middle of February and has had some problems of late, but also one that flashes some nice speed. It's just tough to take a short price on one that's been off since the middle of February. Qualified at Mohawk with a 57-1 back half. B Sunny, Sammy Filia from Enda Riley, the chalk favorite 1-2. Number 8, Too Much Duncan. Well, Too Much Duncan at least gets to drop in class, has to deal with an outside post position, but might have enough here to get onto the top 3 despite the post. Is 13-1 for Wayne McLean. And number 5, Edge of the World. Well, you don't see much in the way of form for Edge of the World this year, but you do see some flashes of speed and maybe another try in this spot. Maybe Edge of the World can edge on to the top 4. Mark McDonnell for Brett LeBlanc, who's owning. Mark McDonnell is the driver and trainer and is 6-1. Gate for race number 5, taking up their positions as they're at the top of the stretch. Field of 9. Gathering speed. Field 4, the 5th race is at the start of the rough, and Too Much Duncan blasting early from the outside. Papiamento, Edge of the World, and Accelerator as the field drives on into that first turn. Papiamento with lots of pop and Too Much Duncan on the outside. Edge of the World is third away. It is Papiamento and Jason Rhyme. Too Much Duncan wanting to squeeze into the pocket is able to do so over Edge of the World, and High Net is racing position 4th. Then it is Accelerator, a gap of about 6, and it is back to Treasures Pirate and Mortgage My Villa. Then it is B Sunny and Ace 44 Zeus. Papiamento at 3-1 leads Too Much Duncan by a couple of lengths off a 28-3 opening quarter. Edge of the World is on the inside third. Now High Net is moving on the outside, and Accelerator is racing 5th. Mortgage My Villa is well back 6th, and further on the outside, B Sunny is 7th, and then Treasures Pirate and Ace 44 Zeus. But Papiamento 58-2 halftime, leading Too Much Duncan. And racing position 3rd is Edge of the World. Then 4th is Accelerator. High Net has flattened out. Scooting through to the inside is Mortgage My Villa. B Sunny is out 3 wide, but with a lot of work to do, but is closing. And well back the trailing pair, Ace 44 Zeus and Treasures Pirate. Papiamento still has pop left and leads by about 2.5. And Too Much Duncan is 2nd. Edge of the World to the outside is 3rd. B Sunny has come on to take over 4th. And then 5th is Here's Mortgage My Villa, then it's Mock Accelerator, 3/4, 128 and 1. And Papia Mento leads by about 5 or 6 lengths right now. And then Edge of the World and Too Much Duncan and Be Sunny. But Papia Mento and Jason Ryan popping in the 5th race to win it under wraps. And then Edge of the World, Too Much Duncan and Be Sunny. And then it was Mortgage My Villa to round out the top 5. Mile of 157 and 1. Back in front of us, number 6, Papiamento. Jason Ryan, the winning driver. Papiamento's 49th win lifetime and first this year. Trained by Shane Barrington, by Kayla Hendry. And Shane Barrington, 11-year-old Some Beach Somewhere, being gelding Papiamento. The 5th race payout 6 Papiamento. $8, 930, 580. 5 Edge of the World. 934.98. Too Much Duncan, 450. $2 exactor, 79.20. Dollar try, 184.85. 20-cent high 5, 435.42. 20-cent pick 5, 214.54. fifth race order finish from the top. 978-421-635. That's 978-421-635 on the bottom. Field on post parade for the sixth one is Hunter Hill. Mark McDonough for Scott West. Number 2 is Bolt Power. Dale Spence for Mark Goddard and Brenda Darrable. 4 is An Avant. It is semi-failure for Luke Bland. Determination. 5 Nighttime Dancer, Jason Ryan for Rod Boyd, and a numbered company from Ottawa. Number 6 is not there, but 7 is You're the One. Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. Number 6, Yankee Clout, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. And number 3, Ginger Tree Finney, Scott Culver, Gary Rive. Field of 7, race number 6. Let's get a look at this field. And first up, this snow is getting annoying. Enough already. Global warming? Yes, please. Okay, number 7, You're the One. Now that I got that off my chest, I'm just getting sick of winter. We need spring to spring. You're the One is one that's been really good. 17 wins since the 1st of January last year. Look at this year, 8 out of 10 in the top 2. You're the One. Trailer Post last race didn't fit him well, but look, he can get off the gate gangbusters. He's probably going to blast from post position 7, and it is the top barn of Jody Cullen. You're the One, I think, just comes right back in here, bounces back and gets rolling again. You're the One in Travis Cullen. 7-2. You might get some value now because back-to-back races without a win just might scare enough people off that you can get some value. It's tough to get value on anyone sent out of the Jody Cullen barn, but this might be a spot for it. Number 4, Anavant, Sammy Fillion, Luke Blais, of course, 5 wins and 8 starts last year, and took a mark last year of 50-2. That's just a season's mark because it has a career mark of 48. So certainly that's going to draw a lot of money. Any horse of Luke Blais with the determination stable has to get a lot of love, and this is one that is 6-5 on the board. One Hunter Hill also has a ton of back class and gets an inside post position and away from Mohawk to try things here. And Hunter Hill is one that down in class missed the last start due to sickness, so that's possibly a concern, but certainly has the class. 111 last year. Hunter Hill is on the board right now at 3-1. And number 5, Nighttime Dancer, well, not dancing well of late, but 4 races ago, March the 1st, in a bottom condition at Mohawk, and win in 53-3, and did earn a bunch of money last year. Took a mark last year at Grand River, a season's mark of 51-4. That's a pretty good mile at Grand River. Nighttime Dancer and Jason Ryan for Rod Boyd, 6-1. The eyes are on number 4, Anavant, 6-5, but I wanted the value on 7, You're the One, looking for a bounce back at 3-1. Gate is rolling for race number 6. Hunter Hill, Bolt Power on the inside. In the center, Ginger Tree Finney and Anavant with Nighttime Dancer. To the outside, Yankee Clout and You're the One. Field of 7 for race number 6. There at the start of the round, Ginger Tree Finney. You're the One will blast from the outside. Then Bold Power, Hunter Hill, Yankee Cloud, back to Anavant, and trailing the field is Nighttime Dancer as they work their way into the backstretch. And You're the One is able to grab the early lead. Ginger Tree Finney is second. Hunter Hill is third. Then it is Bold Power, Yankee Cloud. Anavant is second from last, and Nighttime Dancer is back trailing the field. And they roll their way on past that opening quarter, but You're the One on top. You're the One right now is the one by a length and a half, 28 and 2 opening quarter. Ginger Tree Finney is racing position second. Hunter Hill, Bold Power. Yankee Cloud is fifth, and then Enavon and back to Nighttime Dancer. And as they come off the turn, You're the One at 4-1. Right now leads the way up towards the half and up at 28 and 2 opening quarter. They head up to the half. Ginger Tree Finney. Hunter Hill is first up third. Bold Powers racing fourth. And Avant is on the outside fifth, but is right now about 7 or 8 off the lead. Then it is Yankee Cloud and Nighttime Dancer, 57 and 3 halftime. And on into the backstretch they go. You're the One with a lead of about 2 still. Ginger Tree Finney, 57 and 3 halftime. They head on to 3/4. Hunter Hill is racing third. Bold Power fourth. And Avant second over fifth, about 5 off the lead. Getting closer and moving up and now looking maybe to pop out 3 wide. Then it is Yankee Cloud, Nighttime Dancer. 3/4, 126 and 1. And Avant did get out 3 wide and now is bolting up quickly. But You're the One still has the jump on the field and leads by 2 lengths over Ginger Tree Finney. And Avant is racing third. And Hunter Hill is fourth. You're the One as the field turns for him on down the stretch front they come. You're the One and Ginger Tree Finney. And Avant, You're the One continues on. You're the One with Ginger Tree Finney. You're the One is the one. Then second is between Enavant and Ginger Tree Finney, 155 and 3. the sixth race. Number 7, You're the One. 1020, $4 280. 3, Ginger Tree Finney, 330, 220. 4, Enavant, 260. $2 Exactor, 28.40. Dollar Try, 68.05. Dollar Super, 423.45. 20-cent Pick 4, 48.07. Sixth race, order finish from the top. 4723651. That's 4723651 on the bottom. Field for race number 7 on parade. 1, Crunch Hanover. Jason Rod for Shane Barrington and Imagine Stable. Number 2, On Top Rainman. Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. Number 3, Supplemental Fee. Tyler Moore drives for Tim Dickinson. 4 is Bugs McGuire. Austin Sorry for Rachel Andrew. And Austin Sorry is also the owner. 5, the Dark Panther Jay Harris for Ken Duncan and Emma Duncan and Jen Lucier. Number 6, Beach Cruiser, Paul McKenzie for Gary Ford and Janet Kinney. Number 7, Rochester Flash, Justin Turcott for Tommy Cosgrove. 8 is Woodmere Denny, Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence. Field of 8, race number 7. Let's get a look at some of the main ones in this dash. Bottom level condition pace, so you are not going to get much in the way of form in this group. And also note in race 8, scratched is number 2 Smokestack. Race 8, scratch 2 Smokestack. In this 7th race, we'll start with number 4, Bugsy McGuire. This is a veteran that had a good year last year, an 11-year-old now that just has been a little slow coming around. Did have a decent February here, but then the last 3 starts moved up in class. It didn't work out, so now drops back down quite a bit. And I think Bugsy McGuire, Austin Sorry, Rachel Andrews, strong connections. I think Bugsy McGuire with the drop. 60 lifetime wins for Bugsy McGuire. Could get rolling nicely back into this bottom class. A lot of back class, 405,000 lifetime. 8-5 favorite. Number 1, Crunch Hanover, is one that's had just 2 starts this year and so far has not been able to get much going at all. Although at least you see some flashes of speed in the middle half. Last time out, 56 middle half at Mohawk. Crunch Hanover, Jason Ryan for Shane Barrington. Inside post, 3rd start of the year, 8-5. Certainly capable of getting the better of Bugsy McGuire in here if he gets rolling. And one that, had 8 starts last year, just a limited action as a 6-year-old. So this is one that's lightly raced, but sent up by Shane Barrington, and Shane's got a really good win percentage on the year, winning at about 19%. Crunch Hanover, 6-5 favorite now. Number 3, Supplemental Fee. Broken equipment last race. Was racing well until the late going. This is one that had just 15 starts last year, made 53,000. So, there's some wheels with Supplemental Fee, and Tyler Moore driving and training. Tyler's got a good training record this year, 301 training average. Supplemental Fee, value play 24-1. Maybe it's a sleeper in here. Just the 4th start of the year. One that did win at Tioga last year in 52. And also one to look at, number 2, On Top Rainman. Has been a little bit in and out the last couple races here, more out than in. But you do see finishing 3rd at Mohawk in 53-3 back in March. On Top Rainman, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen. This is one that does have a couple of wins on the year, including a win here in 56-4. On Top Rainman, 4-1. Fans are on 1, Crunch Hanover, but I'm on 4, Bugsy McGuire, 5-2. Gate is rolling for race number 7, taking up their positions. Crunch Hanover, On Top Rainman, and Supplemental Fee. In the center, Bugsy McGuire and the Dark Panther. To the outside, Beach Cruiser, Rochester Flash, and Woodmere Denny. Field for race number 7, gathering speed approaching the start. And they're off. Bugsy McGuire, Rochester Flash, Beach Cruiser, Woodmere Denny, Crunch Hanover, and on top Rain Man, then Supplemental Fee and the Dark Panther. And it is Bugsy McGuire who was able to gun out and get the lead. Rochester Flash is second. Crunch Hanover third. On top Rain Man, then Beach Cruiser, Supplemental Fee, back to the Dark Panther. Woodmere Denny is trailing the field, and Bugsy McGuire leads up to the half. Advantage is 3 right now. Bugsy McGuire at 2-1. Rochester Flash at 90-1 is second. And then third is Crunch Hanover, the 4-5 favorite. On top, Rain Man's racing fourth. Then Beach Cruiser and Supplemental Fee stepping to the outside. Woodmere Denny on the inside. The Dark Panther. Field races off the turn. Bugsy McGuire looks to pick up a second panel breather. Leads a couple of lengths. Here comes Crunch Hanover now. Crunch Hanover moving up quickly against Bugsy McGuire. Rochester Flash on the inside is third. On top, Rain Man, Beach Cruiser. Halftime, well, we'll give it to you later as they work their way on into the backstretch. And it is Bugsy McGuire with the front. Crunch Hanover on the outside, second, 2 off the lead, closing some ground. Rochester Flash on top, Rain Man. Supplemental Fee is fifth and coming on quickly now. Then Beach Cruiser, back to Woodmere Denny, and the Dark Panther is trailing the field. Bugsy McGuire still with the lead. Crunch Hanover, the 4-5 favorite, now might be starting to flatten out a little bit. And on the inside, Rochester Flash, and on top, Rain Man. But Bugsy McGuire leads by about 2.5 or 3 as the field turns for home. Crunch Hanover still in pursuit. Rochester Flash on the inside is reclaimed second. Bugsy McGuire sharp to the finish. Bugsy McGuire wins it. Rochester Flash, Crunch Hanover on top, Rain Man. 157-3. Fans note the halftime 59-3. 59-3 at the half. There's a look at the winner of race number 7 for Bugsy McGuire. Austin Sorry, the winning driver. Bugsy McGuire, 11-year-old Bettor's Delight Bay Gelding. Austin Sorry, the winner. Rachel Andrew, the trainer. Austin, also the winning driver. Second win of the year. 61st lifetime for Bugsy McGuire. Seventh race payouts for Bugsy McGuire. $650, $4 $220. 7 Rochester Flash. 61, 10, and 750 and one. Crunch Hanover 230. $2 actor 214.60. Dollar try 713.45. Dollar super 2565.75. The 20-cent super 513.15. The seventh race order finished from the tops at 345-18627. That is 345-18627 on the bottom. Field for the eighth on parade. One is Nova Scotia Strong. Tullamore drives and trains for James Bagnall and Archie Hetty and Gordy Rudolph. And two is scratched. Three is Walter Just Walter. Scooter Gimlet for Kerry LeCain and Mary Christopher. And four is Control Heaven, Daryl Thiessen for Malik Smith. Five is Delightful Leader, Anthony Hunt for Melissa Lamoureux and Jeffrey Boyd. Seven, Captain Butler, Scotty Kohler for Mary Ratchford. Six, Highland Hot Sauce, Steve Houdon for Michelle Bowen. And eight is GA Speed Sammy, Austin Surrey for Courtney Bishop. Field of seven, race eight, scratched is two, Smokestack. Let's get a look at this field. And well, we're going to start with number five, Delightful Leader. Good spot to start, 1 to 2 on the board. And one that raced in a similar class to this one last time out to finish second. And had been off about 4 weeks between starts, missed time due to sickness. So now probably comes back in better health. And this is one that did win 9 times last year, including a win at 51 at Mohawk. Made really good money last year, almost $2,000 a start. Delightful Leader, Anthony Hunt for Melissa Lamoureux. I think it's the one to beat. The fans agree. Off that last race, 1 to 2 on the board. Number one, Nova Scotia Strong, is one that qualified here last April the 5th and had a good back half and a 28-4 final quarter in the qualifier. And one that last year was a bit wind shy, but at least hit the board a reasonable number of times, 16 out of 34, just a couple of wins. But overall, Nova Scotia Strong has got some credentials, and Nova Scotia Strong, we do see this one with a start here March the 13th, pulled up and had to requalify, and then qualified on that track that was off his second. Nova Scotia Strong, I think on the inside, should be able to be a factor if he's healthy. 7 to 2 on the board. Others, number 4, Control Heaven, has been just a fringe player, but drops a level for this start off of 5th last time out. And Control Heaven maybe can be a factor. Look at last year. Did score a win in 49-2 racing at Mohawk. Has back class. 7-year-old with $308,000 or 306 lifetime. Control Heaven is not without a shot for a share, 16 to 1. And also number 6, Highland Hot Sauce. Well, the trailer post wasn't as saucy last time out, but was a good third here in a non-winners of 4 2 starts ago. Highland Hot Sauce, I think, is my sleeper play in here at 16 to 1, because that third in a non-winners of 4, that's a tougher class than here. Highland Hot Sauce, Steve Houdon driving for Michelle Bowen, 16 to 1. Number 5, Delightful Leader, the 3 to 5 favorite. Gate is rolling for race number 8. Nova Scotia Strong, Walter Just Walter on the inside. In the center, Control Heaven, Delightful Leader, Highland Hot Sauce to the outside, Captain Butler, GA Speed Sammy. Field 4, race number 8, Gathering Speed. And the field is at the start, and they're off. And Delightful Leader, Control Heaven, and GA Speed Sammy from the outside. Control Heaven and GA Speed Sammy with Delightful Leader racing over to the pylon third now, as GA Speed Sammy is going to speed on and grab the lead. Control Heaven is second. Delightful Leader is third away. Then it is Highland Hot Sauce and Nova Scotia Strong. Walter Just Walter. And Captain Butler is trailing the field. And now Control Heaven is looped up and wants to grab the front. Control Heaven, 9 to 5 on the board, has taken control. GA Speed Sammy is second. Delightful Leader content to race along the inside third, about 4 off the lead right now. Then it is Highland Hot Sauce and Nova Scotia Strong and Walter Just Walter and Captain Butler off at 27 and 4. Sharp opening panel. It is Control Heaven who's got the front and leads it a length and 3/4 over GA Speed Sammy. Delightful Leader third. Highland Hot Sauce and Nova Scotia Strong. Then it is back to Walter Just Walter and Captain Butler, 56 and 2 halftime. Into the backstretch for Control Heaven and Daryl Thiessen. Racing second, GA Speed Sammy. Delightful Leader is racing position to third and is angling to the outside, but has work to do. 3 lengths off the lead off of 56 and 2 halftime. And racing for this Highland Hot Sauce. Then Captain Butler and Nova Scotia Strong and Walter Just Walter, 125 and 3. Delightful Leader is alongside Control Heaven now, and Delightful Leader wants to become the leader over Control Heaven, who's game on the inside. Delightful Leader and Control Heaven are going at it. And GA Speed Sammy is off the pylons and is racing third. Control Heaven still has control. Delightful Leader is coming again, but Control Heaven continues. Control Heaven wins. Delightful Leader is second. Then third is between Highland Hot Sauce and Captain Butler. 156 flats. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race number 8. It's number 4, Control Heaven. The winning drive to Daryl Thiessen. Control Heaven's 7-year-old Control the Moment Bay gelding. Owned and trained by Malik Smith. First win on the year for Control Heaven. 18th lifetime. Eighth race payouts for Control Heaven, 560, 250, 250. 5 Delightful Leader, 220, 220. And 7 Captain Butler, 280. $2 exact, or 1140. Dollar Tribe, 1965. Dollar Super, 6305. 8th race order finish from the top is a 6 scratch 7 1 2 4 3 5. That's 6 scratch 7 1 2 4 3 5 on the bottom. Field for the ninth race on parade. One, Satan's Luck. Mark McDonnell drives and trains for Bernice Young. Number 2 is Lunch Pail Guy. Jason Ryan for Jacob Roberts. 3 is Last to First. Steve Houdon for Laura Tuscany and Fred Gilbert. And 4 is Street Art. Austin Sorry for Francis Guillemette and Wendy Warren Timpano and Jimmy Trott and Jean Allaire. And number 5 is Hogwash. Sammy Filia for Brent Lester and Rebecca Williamson. Number 6 is Print Media. Jay Harris for Joe Squires and Triple S Equine. Number 7, choreographer Scott Culver, Scott West. 8 is Mako Polo, Dale Spence for Mitchell Tierney and Miley Tierney. 9 is Rising Dragon, Daryl Thiessen for Dana Lloyd. Field of 9, race number 9. Well, fans, the 9th and final dash featuring the Super High 5. And let's get a look at some of the main players in here. Horses and geldings on the pace, straight 8,000 claiming. Number 4, Street Art, is one that did not fare well last race, although did battle out hard, 3 wide at 3/4, but then tired from that effort. One that won 7 times last year and made 50,000 last year, just hasn't really gotten rolling just yet this year, but races out of a power barn that of Francis Guillemette. Austin Surrey driving. Street Art, I'm looking for a much better performance in this try. You do see this one winning below this class back in the middle of March at London. Street Art and Austin Surrey is right now on the board at 8-5. Number 7, choreographer, one that loves to blast off the wings. Now it's post 7, but still, choreographer brings in the best form of any in this field. Has 4 wins on the year. Mako Polo is the only other one that has multiple wins on the year. Mako Polo with 2. And choreographer comes in off of a 3rd. And in this class, Scotty Culver, Scott West, Team Scott. Look, choreographer has 39 lifetime wins. A lot of class. Post position 7. Just the form alone makes him the favorite. 6-5 on the board. And others, number 9, Rising Dragon's been racing well. Now missed the last scheduled start due to sickness, but Rising Dragon at least has some form. Problem with the trailer post, and this is one that did win 11 times last year. Rising Dragon, Daryl Thiessen for Dana Lloyd. 10-1 can be a factor. Number 2, Lunch Pail Guy, is one that first order business last race needed a flat line, so was eased off the 8 from post 3. Now is one that might be a little more effective here in this second start after making a break. And Lunch Pail Guy, winless on the year, but I think belongs on the ticket somewhere in here, and was a closer last race to be beaten 3 1/4. I think he'll be up a little closer to the pace in this start. Lunch Pail Guy, Jason Ryan for Jacob Roberts, is 10-1 on the board. It's a field of 9 for race number 9, going to post shortly. Gate is rolling for the night. Zayden's Luck, Lunch Pail Guy, and last to first in the center, Street Art and Hogwash. To the outset, Print Media, choreographer Marco Polo, and the second tier, Rising Dragon. Field of 9 for race number 9, gathering speed, approaching the start. And there at the start of the rough, choreographer is going to blast with last to first. Aiden's Luck on the inside. Street Arts racing out well now and is into the front grouping. Choreographer dueling with Zayden's Luck for the early lead. Zayden's Luck on the inside, then choreographer. And Street Art is 3 wide and pressing on. And last to first is on the inside, racing position 4th. Zayden's Luck and Mark McDonnell wanting to issue a parking ticket to Street Art. And choreographer is racing 3rd. Last to first is 4th. Then it is back to Hogwash and Rising Dragon and Print Media. Then Marco Polo and Lunch Pail Guys trailing the field. Street Art 3 to 5 on the board was able to come on and grab the lead from Zayden's Luck. Made him work for it. And Zayden's Luck racing 2nd in front of choreographer 3rd. Last first is 4th. A 28-2 opening quarter. They head up to the half, and Hogwash is 5th. Rising Dragon 6th. Print Media is back there in 7th. Then is back further to the trailing pair, and they are Marco Polo and Lunch Pail Guy. 57-4 is the halftime. And it is Street Art who leads Zayden's Luck as they race on down the backstretch. Last to first is 3rd on the outside. Choreographer is locked on the inside, racing position 4th. Rising Dragon, then Hogwash. 3 wide goes Print Media and is coming on down. And then it is Marco Polo and Lunch Pail Guy, but Street Art continues, and Street Art 3/4 128 and 3.5. And it is Street Art who leads as they race their way halfway around that final turn. Zayden's Luck is racing position 2nd, but Street Art is as sharp as they turn for home. Zayden's Luck and choreographer, Hogwash and Print Media. And it is Street Art as they come on down the stretch drive. Street Art is going to win. Zayden's Luck was able to hold on to 2nd. Then it was Hogwash and Marco Polo and choreographer. The mile time 1:58.4. That's 1:58.4. There is the winner, Street Art. Austin Sorry is the winning driver, Street Art. Austin Sorry driving for Francis Guillemette. The owners Wendy Warren Timpano and Jamie Trott. Francis also shares in ownership. 5-year-old Art Speak Bay Gelding, 2nd win of the year, 11th lifetime for Street Art. Ninth race payouts 4 Street Art, 320, 310, 270. 1 Zayden's Luck, 640, 570, and 5 Hogwash, 990. $2 exactor, 22.70. Dollar try, 89.15. 20-cent high five, 632.59. $2 double, 11.20. Dollar pick 3, 21.35. The dollar pick 4, 21.03. Ninth race, order of finish from the top, 278. 136.549. That's from the top down, 278. 136.549 on the bottom. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Thursday evening. Action resumes on Saturday, first race, 6:35 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.